With FM25 not coming out until March of next year, we're going to be doing a different kind of countdown today. Let's dive in and see how it goes. This one is called Countdown 4231 version 3. I'm assuming that's what that 3 is, but it is a different type of shape than what we normally see, so figured why not check it out. It was tested with Manchester City, Erling Haaland getting a whopping 54 goals that season. So we're going to test it out with our three teams of Liverpool and Aston Villa in the Premier League and our championship side, as always, of Ipswich Town. So with that, let's just jump in and see how they did. Well, this was a pretty nice season for Liverpool. 92 points, 99 goals. We have seen a lot more in the goal tally, but that 92 points is pretty fantastic. Aston Villa in 5th. 75 points is about average, a little bit below maybe, but 84 goals, not bad, I guess. Domestic Cup run for Liverpool. You come to the Carabao Cup final, you lose out to Arsenal 1-2. You get to the FA Cup semi-final, but 2-3 loss to Tottenham. You do make it all the way to the Europa League final, unfortunately losing out 1-0 in extra time in the 92nd minute to Roma. So overall, it was an okay season. Again, anything could have happened this time around that the tester didn't see. We're also using Liverpool instead of Man City, so plenty of differences there. But runners-up at the Carabao Cup and the Europa League, you did win the Premier League, which is pretty nice. Squad-wise, you can tell, not a lot of green there, but 30 goals for Salah is fantastic. Gakpo with 19 assists. 15 for Robertson is on the lower side, but still not bad. Szoboszlai with a 7.26 is tops. Moving over to Aston Villa, losing out in the quarterfinals 1-3 to Tottenham again, but quarterfinals of the FA Cup 2-2 in penalty loss to Chelsea. And only going as far as the Europa Conference League semi-finals, losing out to Lille in the first leg, drawing the second, you're out there. So overall, definitely an average season for Aston Villa. 5th place is not great. You still get Champions League next season, but yeah, overall, semifinals of the Conference League, quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup, I've seen better. Squad-wise, about the same amount of green for Liverpool had, but 25 goals for Moussa Diaby, not bad. You've got it spread around a little bit, but still, you'd like some higher-end numbers from some of those higher-end people. But 15 assists for Digne, and then average rating, Olsen gets in there, but Buendia, wow, 5 appearances with a 7.36. Long lay in there with 44, but 7.12 for him. Data Hub, Liverpool looking fairly standard. Attacking wise, they're not tops in the goals, so that's kind of the problem there. Defensively, it's about average. Goals per game, only 2.61 there for them. 0.95 conceded, 0.96 XG against. Aston Villa definitely showing some lesser numbers there. The attack just wasn't there, but defensively, cut off right at the top as usual. But 2.21 points per or goals per game, 1.42 conceded, 1.27 XG against. Premier League stats, Liverpool in first with 2.42 points per game, Aston Villa with 1.97. Most goals, Liverpool of course in first, but only 99. We have seen them so much more up in the hundreds, 110, 120. Aston Villa with only 84. I mean, you're still third in the league, though. Fewer shots against. Liverpool in third with 288. Aston Villa in seventh with 378. Most possession. Liverpool in eighth with 51%. Most dribbles made. Aston Villa getting 685, 682 for Liverpool. Aston Villa do make the list in fifth of most tackles won with 893. And most shots for Liverpool in first with 630. Aston Villa in fifth with 543. Now, Liverpool did really well. Aston Villa not so much. But how about Ipswich Town? Well, they came in first handily, 15 points, 114 points, 137 goals for. This one really worked for them. Now, I am just showing you this list because I just like the way it looks with all that green. So little reds in there, but Carabao Cup 4th round is where they lose out to Derby, 1-2, and then FA Cup 3rd round, 2-4 against Leeds. But the rest looks really nice. So overall, championship is definitely where they had their fun. FA Cup, Carabao Cup, is about average. Definitely not a lot of green for them, but 20 goals for Harness, 14 for Chaplin-Hurst, only with 9 assists. Harry Clark is in there with 22. Leif Davis is in the building, 10 only. That's not much. But average rating, Harry Clark gets the 7.65. That's pretty huge. Championship stats, of course, Ipswich is in first with 248. Most goals in first with 137. Fewest shots against in fifth with 396. Most dribbles made in fourth with 865. And most shots for in first with 733. Drawing with Norwich. So now the tactic itself. We start out with a sweeper keeper in defend, fullbacks on the left and the right in attack, ball playing defenders in the central spots in defend, inverted wingbacks in attack on both sides, with a roaming playmaker in support on the midfield line. Two attacking midfielders in attack, with an advanced forward in attack up front. Attacking mentality, in possession, attacking with his narrow, approach plays pass into space, focus play down the left and the right, passing directness is shorter, tempo is higher, low crosses and run at defense. In transition, counter press, counter, distribute quickly and roll it out. And out of possession, a high press line of engagement, a much higher defensive line, trigger press much more often, prevent short goalkeeper distribution, get stuck in, step up more, and invite crosses. So how did it do overall for these three teams? Well, I mean, Ipswich Town doing a fantastic job. 137 goals for is phenomenal. No question about it. I think for them, they had the defensive shape as well as the attacking prowess, at least for the championship. I think if they took this tactic into the Premier League with the other teams, they might have a bit of an issue. But when we get to Liverpool and Aston Villa, yeah, I mean, sure, Liverpool won the league, 92 points, but it's not as attacking as we've seen. 99 goals is not phenomenal compared to if you moved some of these players probably to a 4-2-4, they would do a lot better. I mean, the background to the tactic, a lot of these team instructions, in possession, in transition, all that, are relatively similar to what you would see in the 4-2-4s that have done a great job already. So this is testing out, the inverted wingbacks, how it did, the roaming playmaker. Unfortunately for Liverpool and Aston Villa, I don't think it did all that well. I mean, obviously in this save, it worked well for Liverpool, but still, I think it could have worked a little bit better. Aston Villa, definitely 75 points. We have seen them upwards of, 80 to 90 thereabouts. But overall, not a bad tactic to take a look at if you like the shape, if you like those inverted wingbacks. Try and fit your players into this. Obviously, as I usually say, if you take control of this, you can do a lot better job than what's happening here. This is a single season holiday save where I've done absolutely nothing. But if you take control of the match shouts, the transfers, the training, I think you could definitely do a much better job here. But that is it for me, 7FM for the Football Manager blog channel, saying thank you as always for watching. Take care and enjoy.